This is the very first Sonic the Hedgehog ROM hack, sorta. It's beautiful. You know ROM hacks, right? Yeah, especially Sonic ROM hacks. They're very, very, very big. I mean, they've been around forever. Literally, they've been around forever. Like, I'm sure if you look on the Rosetta Stone close enough, you see like, go to this site and you can get a funny hack where he gets fat. But one day a question just sprung into my mind, and I really pondered it for a second. Yeah, a whole second, I know. What was the very first Sonic ROM hack? I mean, you know, like there had to have been the first one, right? I mean, that's just how things work. That's just how time works. Yeah, you better run. Whatever you are. And as goes all great, grand quests for knowledge, I went on Google and you know, clicked on like the first two links. One of those links was a extremely helpful Reddit post, but the other one was a thread on Sonic Retro. And on this thread, I learned horrific secrets, like, oh, it's a fucking G. No, come back. You're like my favorite leather. Okay, so what the fuck is in front of you right now? Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Sonic 1 beta hoax hack from the year 1999. I know, try to keep in your screams of terror. It is May of 1999, and on the Simon Y Sonic 2 beta page, a user named Cyan posts this, simply under the title Sonic 1 beta ? And the rest is history, maybe. We'll get to that in a second, but for now, this was the first one. Kinda, sorta, maybe. Okay, with enough preamble, right? What exactly is this? Basically, it's Sonic 1 kind of, you know, mucked around with, so it resembles something that, you know, like, might be a prototype, or beta build. That's why all the robots turn into, you know, Campbell's. I really hope Campbell's makes alphabet soup. I don't remember. I don't eat that shit. Now, you watching in the current year might be looking at this and think, you know, this is cool and all, but, you know, nothing too amazing or impressive. And I'm here to tell you you're wrong. And you have to agree with me, because I'm the voice that you're hearing in the video you're watching, which means I'm right. I mean, let's just stop and take a moment to truly appreciate what's in front of us right now. It's 1999, right? There is no blueprint, there's no documentation, there's no, like, guide on how to do any of this stuff. Cyan basically had to do all of this by just trial and error. And, you know, I don't even want, thinking about that, like, I'm stuttering, I think my brain just stopped working. Here we go. Oh my god. It's prototype Eggman. And it's prototype Checker Wrecker Ball. I still don't know if it's ever actually been called that, or if that's something I made up when I was 4 in my head, and I've just assumed was real. Alright, well, you know, that was a good introduction. But I'm ready to, holy shit, we just freed the alphabet. That was cool, but I'm ready to go on to Marble Zone. Come on, Marble Zone. Marble Zone. Yeah, this is another part of the hack. It does this. I'm talking like I'm your fucking boat guide, right, or whatever. But I've never played this before. So obviously, marble doesn't work. So let's try. What the fuck? Could you cut that out? I'm trying to record. As you can see, we have clockwork and sparkling. Really cool that, you know, I'm looking like, I don't know. This is actually super cool. You know, I've been trying to keep in how, like, I've been trying not to gush, right? But I mean, this is Jesus, this is creepy. What the fuck? Sonic.exe. Cyan. What the fuck? Okay, before the demons get to us, let's just go to this and continue what I was saying before, which is, you know, it's hard not to gush. This is like the Sonic equivalent of being a history buff and, you know, looking at fucking old Civil War shit or whatever. Grandpa, why is Sonic so dark blue in this one? Sit down, kids. Let me tell you a tale. Now, while I would love to sit here and say that this is the de facto first Sonic ROM hack ever, it's kind of complicated. Okay. So while yes, this was the first, like, I don't even know what word I can, like, proper probably isn't the right word. Big maybe is the right word, but You know, okay, because here's where we run into some trouble. Number one, what qualifies as a ROM hack exactly? Just anything, any editing, anything in the ROM. Is that a ROM hack? Pirated versions, right? You're editing the ROM there. And really, the bigger question is, was with all the respect and admiration for this Cyan character, were they actually the first ones to do this? Or was there some mystery person out there that did it, all the way back, who knows when, and just, never posted it on the internet? Or maybe they did that, or the scarier thing, maybe they did, and we just haven't found it yet, because it was on, like, some super obscure forum or something. I mean, that's, that's really what keeps me up at night. I can't sleep at night thinking about this shit sometimes, man. That Sonic Retro thread ruined my life. I mean, for all we know, there's a ROM hack out there from 1998 where Sonic's green, and we just don't know about it. We just don't fucking know about it. Who fucking knows? I mean, maybe I'm being over dramatic, but I mean, it is kind of to me, right? It is kind of a big mystery, and one that I think more people should I don't know, look into, care about. I don't know what the word is, but that's kind of why it's part of the reason why I'm making this video, because genuinely I want to know. I want like a concrete answer. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get one, which is sad. I really like that effect. The scrambled text reminds me of Pibby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Honestly, the answer to what is the first Sonic ROM hack question, it really depends on how pedantic your definition of ROM hack is, really. But if you're looking for the first Sonic ROM hack that actually had like a custom stage, that would actually, this is actually really cool. I found out in that thread. Am I just regurgitating a Sonic Retro thread? But the first level hack, so to speak, would be SSN Tales' Hidden Palace custom level hack from 2000. Time is scary, man. Obviously, SSN Tales of SRB2 fame, the fact that he made like the first custom level hack, it just feels right. Like I feel like he's earned that, Well, I mean, obviously he literally did it, but god fuck, it still isn't like truly hitting me how cool what I'm playing is. Like this is from 1999. I literally tried playing this in RetroArch with the Genesis plus GX emulator, and it didn't work. Like that's how old this thing is. I had to bust out Kega Fusion. It was covered in dust in my computer folder. Fuck, it was covered in dust. I just think like old internet things like this kind of, are just so fascinating. Because like there's all this knowledge that's literally out there, you know what I mean? It's just crazy to me that, Sonic ROM hacking is such a big part of, it's like really just like the Sonic fandom. Who hasn't played, Sonic 2 XL now? Lambert Zone is looking nice. Like it's just so cool to me, you know what I mean? Because ROM hacks were like a big part of my childhood. I didn't have like a strong computer at all, and I just fucked up the level select code. What? How do you do that? God damn it! Only 4 zones work in this hack, so we're gonna go to Starlight Zone. This one kind of looks the same. What the hell, dude? Oh, wait, no, he's blue. Oh my god, we're like brothers. Oh, no, but it's just so cool to me, because I grew up with ROM hacks. I didn't have I never had, like, a strong computer up until, the more recent parts of my life, right? Like, the best I had when I was, like, a kid was, like, a really, really what the fuck. Like, the best I had when I was a kid, what? Maybe we'll just, No, but when I was a kid, Alright, I guess that's it for that story. Maybe we just got rush through it. Shitty Toshiba dual core laptop. I think the battery kept falling out too. I have vague memories of that. It was not exactly a gaming powerhouse, let's just say. And so, I would spend a lot of time just emulating, with Kega Fusion. And naturally that meant I was playing a lot of ROM hacks, Sonic 2 Classic Heroes, Sonic 2 XL. Oh man. So it's just cool to see like where it all started. Maybe, kinda, Remember Ring Ride? I loved Ring Ride. My god. I love ROM hacks because it's all the people do it solely for the love of the game. You know what I mean? There's no financial incentive. They just make cool things because they like Sonic and they like these classic games. And you know, I grew up with these classic games. I grew up with ROM hacks, and so just seeing where this whole scene really, like you know, just the beginning sprouts of it is just so fucking cool and awesome. And is this getting sappy? I don't know. This is really cool. Thank you everyone that you know, really created this whole flourishing part of the Sonic community. God. Why? You know, I've noticed that this music track isn't quite as altered as the other ones. I've also noticed I can't. I think it's literally any like incline fucks you over. Yeah. I don't know. Like if anyone has any more detailed knowledge and you're watching this and you know you haven't clicked off and discussed because I'm probably fucking up just like so many things. There's like a lot of history here. I have to use my brain for once. You know, this is like the most I've had to use my brain while talking in any video. Usually I just bullshit my way through, and then I get like fucking 700 views. You know, but, and that system works fine. God damn, I don't think I like it probably isn't impossible if I took like a different route, but you know, I have like things to do. You know, like all right, let's beat this stage. Do not look at the timer. Do not look at the timer. It might be impossible. It is okay. You know what? I'm just gonna say I'm gonna hide in this bush, and we're gonna say it's impossible. So apparently, the last stage that actually works is Final Fight. The other ones just crashed the game. So here we go. I just tried the spin dash. Sorry, not a real fan. My bad. Okay, well. Okay. Like I said, I'm not a real fan. What I love is despite the scene starting in the 90s, right? It's still going really strong, you know, with the hacking contest, and there's still so much just amazing shit coming out. Like one that I absolutely adore is South Island Expedition. I love it. I actually just love that hack so much. And you know, it's just go play it. That's all I'm gonna say. Go play it if you haven't. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful, beautiful. You know, music and visuals, and Sonic's in there too. I gotta make sure I mention that. Imagine dying from leathers. Yeah, I think we should have ended on a funnier joke. I want to go to Clockwork Zone. All in all, you know, whether or not this is truly the first Sonic ROM hack, or whether or not people in mass consider it the first Sonic ROM hack, you know, the fact that, you know, just the fact that this exists, all it takes is one person just showing that something is like possible, and you know, then that just opens the floodgates, and that's how that's how you end up playing like Sonic getting high off ring hack, you know. And that's called a good childhood. You know, if it wasn't for people like this, you know, maybe I wouldn't have grown up playing the things in that Kega Fusion emulator that I did. And so, just, you know, huge thanks to Cyan. To anyone that wants to get into this stuff, please do, so I can play it and make videos on it and, you know, make money now. But just because, you know, people do appreciate it and people care. Definitely one of the better Google searches I've ever made in my life. Sonic 2 XL really was fucking everywhere. Why?